Alrighty. Hello everyone, welcome to this RR10 match. We are on to winners bracket round 5 now for Meekah and Moo. We're about to kick off in about 30 seconds, but first I'll introduce the lovely Yannini who's joining me for CoCast. How you doing, Yanni?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I am not too bad. I'm really excited for this match, to be honest. And we get to start off on one of the big five as well, which is so much can happen in one of these spins. We were just saying the recce, 7 minutes. That's a long time for a spin. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it is. And the first one's about to arrive, and if you want to do the honors, Yanni, feel free.
Most definitely. Thank you so much. I'll read it out. It's always a lot of Merlin, but here we go. We have Loud Pistol as Technician. We have Battle Axe as Club Crew, SMG as Slaughterman, Melee Screwdriver as Dealer, and finally, Loud Assault Rifle as Bartender. A lot of
Hmm.
firearms going on here.
Yeah, a lot of firearms going on, but yeah, just about legal because I only see one big one there.
Yeah.
But we do have a Florida and Dealer, which is a dynamic duo. At least there's no suit, at least inside of the spin as well, because be pretty linear. You'd have the start suit, of course, if suit was included, but a bit of intention for where they want to start. I realize my streams are not moving. They could have just been
Okay,
thinking.
I think it's actually, yeah, just thinking time. I mean, Berlin spins, you do need some thinking time. It's a lot if and then you rethink like 30 seconds in and like, oh man, I should have started there. Um, you know, which is not mostly fine, but still, it's a large map, so Um, but yeah, interesting. We'll see already Meekah going for that DJ start and Moo going for the club crew start. I think both are definitely justifiable.
Yeah, this is really nice so far. And am I mistaken in saying this Mika's going for like this kind of perfect string of all the targets pretty soon? I was going to say it reminded me of your quintuple isolation that I think Mika somewhat inspired.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
really nice to see. And look
Really
at this
like the
from
feel of
Moo
that.
as well. The loud
Oh man,
kill,
that's great. It's lovely.
really
You
good
gotta kill.
timing. Yeah, that's one of the toughest kills I'd say as well. We of course have the loud pistol technician, but we
Yeah,
usually see
that's
Banner.
really
Yeah, I'm excited
that's
to see.
technically really well done. Like really great technique by
Yeah,
Moo with that kill. Love to see it really. That's very nice. And I mean, that's why he started Club Crew. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah. So if you look at the like the weapon and the spin, like we have 3 firearms, yes, but they are all 3 on the map if you want. So you don't really have to bring anything in. You can kind of choose that freely.
yeah, I agree. And yeah, people in the chat are pointing it out. Don't technically need anything at all, like you were saying, Yanni,
So,
but it's so cool to see. They both got one loud kill down now. We saw Meekah actually use Banner at the bottom of the map and box next to the TJ boot, which was a really nice use of it.
also makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, as you can see now, the Moose getting second kill with the battle axe and the club crew, which you got from there. Yeah, it's just interesting. You see, Berlin has so many approaches, and I think that's like what makes it so great for roulette. Because I mean, besides like you getting to choose your target, what makes it so unique is that you can really and Meekah gets ripped.
Yeah, unfortunate there for Meekah. They were trying to get Montgomery quick enough so that the guard that fight. I'm sure somebody knows the name of Montgomery's side guard, but
I
you're
don't.
somebody will. Agent Snail will probably pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
unlucky for Meekah, they couldn't pull it all together. But their strat is looking so nice. I love this technician kill straight out the gate. You don't see many kills using that box or any loud kills down here because it's really
Probably
heavy
not.
with bikers.
Um, That's very true. But as I was about to say, I mean, talking about the uniqueness of Berlin and like you see these 2 very different approaches. One is working from the bottom up and one is working from the top down. And I
Yeah,
think that's really cool because you're like both are totally perfectly reasonable. And it's really cool to see. So Meekah is gonna be about 2 minutes behind now. Um, I think both players have a really strong strat, but there can always be a hiccup with these many
yeah,
disguises and methods and kills. So you never know. So these 2 minutes could totally be caught up. But also, of course, one could easily rip, but we'll see what they'll do.
yeah. And just as you were saying that, I was leaning back and forth watching Moo drag a dealer to an open door with two people behind it,
Yeah.
running past the guard and getting like 99% whoosh. But they did get away with it with that lovely dealer grab where you lure him into the side area because he chases you. It's good use of the interact prompt with him. But yeah, it's coming together for Moo. Only 2 kills down. Meekah has 1, so technically they're chaining it together nicely, but still a lot to do. And Battle Axe and some other stuff. Florida Man's still yet to be done by either player.
Definitely. Also, which I find interesting is that Meekah does have like a stronger focus on knocking out NPCs first, and Moo just goes straight from one target to the other. Which, both totally viable, but it's just different in approach.
Yeah, and I really like to see it. It really puts them against each other. Hopefully we get to see a close approximation of Meekah's IGT in the scenario where Moo doesn't rip.
See that.
Yeah, it'd be really nice to see the two varying strats. Oh, and Moo barely gets that medic grenade onto Chamberlain, I believe.
Yes, but well done. So that's certainly one way to isolate him here. We'll go into the bathroom here, which is, if he KOs the two guards, is soundproof. Yeah,
it's a good point as well. Maybe we'll see the banner was brought down by Moo, so that technician disguise is down here as well.
Yeah, does have that here. Yeah, I mean he's kind of doing what doing a similar thing to Meekah, just like a few minutes later in the spin, starting from more upwards. But yeah, there we go, melee screwdriver, and they didn't even do a loud kill. So that is that.
And here's gonna be
now technician.
Yeah, I think so. So crazy to see both players bring banner down to here and possibly do the exact same kill, because it's not
cool.
a banner lure you see often. You're so used to seeing it from above, at least from my experience. But maybe Moo is gonna work on getting. I think it's not the battle axe. It is Florida Man that they got to work on next, which is definitely a pain. 6 minutes in or 5.5 minutes in.
Yeah, it's interesting. So Moo is now leaving his technician disguise here, which he will need later for the loud pistol kill, which he didn't do in the bathroom like Meekah did. So yeah, he doesn't need Florida Man now, and it seems like a perfect time. He's just going up the stairs. That will be quite convenient for Moo.
Yeah.
But now he's gonna smoke, so it's a bit like Jorge Cups. It's just like, come on, get a move on.
It's so annoying, these random animations. They always show up in the worst of moments. A bit of buffer from Meekah.
That's fine, but Meekah did grab the Florida Man a bit earlier in the sin. Oh, now we get ads. That's awesome.
Yeah, Moo has Florida Man, I believe. Oh, it doesn't. Tells the other guy to come and get it.
Not ideal. It's gonna drop just a medic bomb. That works too, yeah?
I assume Florida Man's gonna go up to that usual spot he'd go to. Yeah, most likely, right? He could go to the bottom of the stairs as well, but like to the little box, but not too sure. Both should be viable.
Yeah, I'm not perfectly sure which one of these two, but yeah. Now it's gonna focus on isolating Montgomery, it seems. Did we get Meekah's stream back, or?
Oh, of course, yeah.
There you go.
Lovely. And yeah, Meekah.
Seems like he got a second kill in the meantime.
Yeah, exactly. And luckily, Fro probably has these streams up separately because embeds in OBS are quite dreadful sometimes. So for verification, I'm sure Meekah's second kill was fine. Looks like they got. I'm trying to think what kill they actually could have got. They did quite miss it, but.
I mean, we can only speculate, but I mean, just got dealer, so it's not gonna be that one. So, but he wasn't Florida Man when we last saw him, so it must be kill 3.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Must have been kill 3, and now he's working on kill 4. But Moo did in the meantime get the Florida Man. It took him a while. Could throw him a bit back, but he's looking very good. It's now gonna have 4 kills soon, which is of course perfect. He's gonna wait for the DJ. He's now gonna drag him to this box.
I'm curious about the drag there.
I assume he wants to do the loud kill here, Yes, but that's what I was wondering. Yeah, okay. No, I thought he was gonna do the. I think he wants to do the technician here. He left the technician at the bathroom, but he forgot. That's what I was talking about earlier with the disguise management. That he's taking the technician disguise away from the target that he wants to use it on, which I think he just did like because he forgot.
Yeah,
But now the problem is he doesn't know. Like, yeah, there it is. He doesn't know where it is, but yeah, it's a bit of running around. It does set him back a bit. Not too much, but still, it's definitely something. And now in the meantime, Meekah got the kill
yeah.
number 3.
Meekah is after catching up on the kill count, but he just has a couple of things set up. There's the SMG kill, Florida Man. Means we're just gonna need a technician loud pistol, which is still a scary kill. And I don't believe Moo has any target down yet, and it looks like they're just getting a quick survey up above them to see who they can get. Yeah, this is getting close now.
It is very close, and it's interesting for Meekah because this is not ideal. It's taking him a long time unnecessarily. He could have maybe caught up a bit, but now, yeah, I mean, he does have the club crew here, and the battle axe is right here as well. And then he's only missing kill number 5, the loud assault rifle as bartender, which is not an easy kill though. So, it's not gonna be out very quickly. Meanwhile, Moo does have the disguise already, and but it's a loud kill as well. So, yeah, both players do still need a loud kill.
Yeah, and this is going to be a bit of a scary kill. There's the 4th kill for Meekah as well. So it's really getting close now. Meekah does have the restart as well, which is worth noting when it comes to the potential photo finish.
Yeah, Moo just had a few hiccups with the disguise management and with the Florida Man that cost him quite a bit of valuable time. Meekah also had some slowdowns, but not quite as much, so he's looking very good at the moment. He's now gonna grab the assault rifle that he brought with him, the loud assault rifle, and the bartender. But now he needs a target and needs to, get that kill without any issues. So it looks like he's gonna go for Swan into this room, which is total, of course, perfectly fine. But then he also has to escape and moves closer now. Has the target down. It's humanly gonna shoot from here.
I don't think he has the keys for delivery, guys. No. He's going to get those before the panic could set in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is still going to be really tight. It's looking pretty good for Meekah right now, to be quite honest. But
also,
this run out is going to be scary. There's a far stretch for the exit, right?
But Meekah also needs the delivery guy key, right? So it's so close.
Oh wow, and that doesn't cause anybody to come in. I hope that frontal KO, but I think they're okay.
I mean, now Moo has to hit as well. Like, that's not gonna be easy. He has to kill him with and if he just has body shots, like 7 shots, right?
Oh, they get it.
But he did get it. But he has to go fast because there's the body knocked out there. Oh man,
and there's the kill for Meekah.
You got it too. But Meekah still has to go to the exit, and I don't think he has the keys, right?
I think they actually do. But it looks like, wow.
Okay, it's a photo finish, 100%. Okay, yeah, great match.
What a great start to one of the big 5. Yeah, poor Froggy has to do a photo finish map 1. I don't feel like that's going to be the last photo finish of this match because
I'm oh man, that was exciting though. Like,
yeah,
Meekah with that 2-minute restart, and then was constantly 2 minutes behind, but was able to catch up a bit. Not quite, as you can see in IGT. Still 1/10 slower, but did for the photo finish. I do think that Moo has got this. Just because I think like that one extra load was not that much. I think Meekah has quite quick loads.
Oh yeah, 22 seconds on the clock for Moo.
So I don't think he can catch up with that. But we'll never know. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think both players, of course, are both PC, and it's even less likely on PC. Of course, it's still possible, but you'd have to have pretty low hardware for it to happen.
Like Blythe PC, then works.
Yeah, Blythe PC, exactly.
Then that's possible, but I don't think so. No. So yeah, I do think Moo takes it, but even if not, then definitely great first map. Was a ton of fun to watch. I think both players really showed what they're capable of, and how they were able to route the spin. That is not trivial, definitely. So very well done. Berlin spins always require quite a bit of thought and thinking a bit out of the box. So I think that was very well done by both.
Yeah, I agree. It's such a difficult map to string together, and it's so impressive to see those crazy runs that we get every now and then. But yeah, for both the players, pretty much ended up kind of around the same time. I feel like with Moo's technician shenanigans, the mismanagement, we would have had pretty much identical times, I think. Of course, both players made other mistakes, but I feel like that was the major one, at least from the two. It would have been really nice to see them both side by side the whole way through. Oh, and there it is.
Exactly. So yeah, it's expected, of course, but good to see the confirmation. And yeah, as Shody said, both of Meekah's loads did not even exceed 20 seconds, so there's no chance for him to catch up. And we can move on to New York, which is presumably going to be a bit faster.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a really exciting one. We could get some lovely consumed, but we'll have to see how that goes for our players. But yeah, there's some really fast spins on this. Can't even recall the record, but I know it's in the 2 minutes, right? To my knowledge, at least. Could be mistaken.
The question.
Oh, the question? The record for New York. I believe it's in 2 minutes.
2:15.
Yeah, 2:15.
2:13. Oh, it was 2:13 already. No, it was 2:15. Okay, yeah. 2:50 minutes for fun. That's exactly right. So remember that correctly. We do have two. We have two records under a minute on Dubai and Dartmoor, but not New York. I mean, it's unlikely that New York will go under 2 minutes anytime soon, because you need such a very specific spin for it, and then you need to execute it very well, right? Because it does take a bit of time getting all the discs and then going up to Athena. Like, even if you do a speed run, it always takes a bit of time. So it's it's already a very, very good record.
Yeah, I agree. I was just giving it a look there. It was neck snap by security guard, which not only is that a nice spin, that's one you're going to have ready, right? And you can see Meekah already has pretty much the loadout for that exact spin, which most players will go for.
It is as fast as you're gonna get. I mean, like, the only thing that's really can be a bit fast is like if you get investment banker and then crash the stock market and stuff, right? But then you also need to not like also need to know how to do that and stuff, and not trivial for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple of spins on New York that can make you think for a moment. You might see like bank robber, antique curved knife, or whatever the other one is that's down in the vaults, and you might be thinking, how the hell do I? What's the order of operation for that? You might not have grabbed bank teller for a long time in the bathrooms, as you don't want to start there. So yeah, burial dagger, exactly.
Burial dagger, yeah. The other one you can bring in, but burial dagger, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, push for fall. It's also a fun one to see. It kind of makes the players go against their intuition of tranking everyone, or same with consume poison. You got to like deal with the guards in a completely different way that you don't often see.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, there are some conditions where you have to always on any map really, that you have to approach a bit differently than anything else. It's not too much different, but it's still different. So yeah, totally right. Especially for fall, you need to hurry with some disguises quite a bit.
Yeah, you do actually. It's pretty tough. I think even from running earlier, I think 140 you got to be up there. That's the beginning of the leaning on the glass, and then it probably ends in about 15 seconds, and then you wait for second cycle. Of course, you can do screwdriver and stuff and delays, but yeah, it's a really unforgiving
timing.
Totally
doable if you do it. If you can play New York very well. But if you don't, that can be quite a hard kill for sure. Yeah, can be quite difficult. But I'm sure these two players would have no issue with that.
Yeah, let's hope so. Because I would like to see. I always love to see a recce, but I would love to see a nice spin that has a bit of variation. I see some different starts, like we saw for Berlin, because that was really good to see both players playing honestly equally, but just unfortunate rip for Meekah with that Montgomery stairs stuff.
You're not gonna see that in New York, I don't think.
Yeah, I can only dream.
Yeah. You're gonna see quite an execution heavy map, I presume. But yeah, spin. We talked so much. Spin is nearly here, and yeah, yours this time.
Alrighty, so we have Athena Savalas Fiberwire as the bank teller, which I'm curious if we're gonna see straight away. Fiberwire starting the loader and bank teller from Bo. Yeah, of course. Not much variation you really get on that.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh wow, this is synchronized.
Ooh.
Starting, awesome. No, but I wanted to say that you don't really. I mean, you don't have to start bank teller. But because you could also say, I still want to start security guard, and then you can still easily grab a bank teller on the way up. But of course, if you know this angle, as both do, then that is quite worthwhile thing to do as well. Very nicely done. Grab the disc and now are on the way up.
Yeah, and this is pretty much neck and neck. Unfortunately, there for me, Meekah did get a tiny bit of an advantage because the disc got stuck in the step, but they're essentially neck and neck right now.
Yeah. Pretty much the same. Both throwing the MP here, waiting a second, and then going past them. It is very much the same what they're doing.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, they're
So
both saving and gaining time on each other over and over. Meekah getting a bit of whoosh there, and then Moo getting a clean ring and Petro, and then Meekah just does something that gains them time. This is so close right now.
yeah. I mean, as you said, like Berlin was awesome to see. Cause you had two people doing two different strats, very different strats, and very comparable. But I love this just as much. Having two people do this exact same thing pretty much, and just looking who's gonna be like the little nooks and crannies that can make one player a bit faster. And both did deactivate the Wi-Fi, but Moo with a
Ooh.
quietly with a bit of a quicker office clear out. But he was seen by Athena, and now Meekah is as well at Athena. And both have a disc, but Moo is faster. Moo is faster in the secret hall, secret room.
Yeah, that was tiny variations from both players there, but did work out. Now just Fabian left for both of them. Tiny bit of a lead for Moo, which could be pivotal in this final stretch. Fabian will be at the bottom of the stairs, so it could actually technically be closer. Depends on when he leaves from the bottom of the stairs. And they're both going to run for that CEO exit.
Yeah, oh, Moo watch out for that head turn, but should be fine. Yeah, just a few seconds, like those 5 to 10 seconds faster. I think Meekah distracted a guard in the office, which cost him quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
And those are those few seconds that are missing. Missing from here. As you can see, 10 seconds IGT.
Oh.
Oh, and he gets stuck even. But yeah, those 10 seconds, 15 seconds IGT that he's losing here. He lost in the office. Moo just did a fast office clear out, and that's it. But very, very nice New York by both. I think Meekah's New York would have beat like 80, at least 80%, 90% of players probably on that. So I think it's really well done, but it's just two players that are that good. It's gonna be very close.
Yeah. And even saw in chat, yeah, Meekah, even to be fair to them, played essentially flawlessly aside the tiny bit of speed lost in the office, and that time would probably win you like 9 times out of 10 on New York. But two just amazing players, and they're both so equally matched. And I don't think that NPC at the end would have mattered too much for Meekah, as we got the photo finish in as well, 12 seconds. So probably would have only brought about 3 seconds closer, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. But I think it was just the office clear out that cost them the map here. It's sad that something so little can cost you the map, but that's what it is. It's such a high level, really. I mean, in Berlin too, it was just like such a small small mistake. I did with Montgomery, and already 2 minutes behind, and that's that.
Yeah, exactly. The tiniest of mistakes. And yeah, I can see Meekah in chat saying,
Yeah.
12 seconds, how in the world? But yeah, it does feel like that when you're playing a spin. You're kind of tiny bit blind to your own time loss. You think to yourself, how the hell could I have done that any faster? But then you watch the VOD back and you're like, oh, that's exactly where I lost the time. And then you live and you learn from that. But yeah, Moo does take it. And we're moving on to the first RNG map, Wilton Creek.
I mean, Creek can also be quite fast.
Yeah, for sure. Get some Nolan electrocution, they'll be flying out the gates. And I will pay out that prediction and get the next one going as well for people. Yeah, I do like Will. It's going to be a bit of a change of pace from New York. A lot of potential for Wilton in terms of spin. So many fun disguises, in my opinion, like politician and nurse. Just something to kind of give you a bumpy time on this map.
Definitely. there's quite a few. I mean, it's quite a small map, right? But in comparison to most others, but it has still quite a few interesting disguises and kill methods. So it's never going to be boring, really. And of course, it's always a question of where you fit the clues in. And it's by far not anymore the simple map of whoever is got everything at 4:30 done, everything else other than Nolan kill is gonna win. We're far from there by now with all the different strats and speed offs that we have. So yeah, it's just nice to see that see Brittle Creek being playing at a high level, and I'm pretty sure we'll get that here as well.
Yeah, I would love to see keep saying it, but just varying strats. There's a lot of potential for the targets here. Just like garage peekaboos, there's a medic fumigation, there's seekers at the end, there's the garage ice. So there's so much for Nolan. Janus, I guess he has like two or three. He's like downstairs at gramophone a lot of the time. But yeah, Nolan could be exciting depending on what the spin offers to us.
Yeah. Um. Exactly. Can also be quite a few interesting conditions that require some out of the box thinking, but definitely not a trivial map. It's quite there's a lot of stuff that you have to know to play this map really well.
Yeah, I agree. Even the simple leaving a weapon or a briefcase somewhere on the map can be enough to rip somebody by it being brought to
Oh yeah,
Janus's house. Such a
exactly.
tidy town, you got to be careful on.
You really have to and yeah, I mean it's very interesting. Looking at the stats, we on New York, the stats spoke against Meekah. Here was 04, now 05. Here looks a bit better for him. It's not a lot of data we have here, but still, 2 wins, 1 loss. On Moose had 1 loss, 1 win, 3 losses. But of course, it's without context who that was against. It's always a bit, take it with a grain of salt. Because if we look at which matches, which opponents Moo lost again in his whole career, then we only have Frody, Pajero, and Danny. So um, that's opponents that's okay to lose against, I would say.
Exactly, yeah. Some pretty
All
high end
all
players.
are our winners. So if you
Yeah,
only lose against our winners, I think you could get pretty far.
for sure. I definitely agree with that. It looks like our Whittleton spin is here, and of course it's your turn, Yanni.
Gladly. Uh, and we have from Janus, SMG Elimination as politician assistant, and for Nolan Cassidy, Injected Poison as
Ooh,
real estate broker. So, yeah, I mean, two of those interesting disguises that you mentioned, and also our first elimination of the night.
yeah.
Um,
This is
and
really
both life kills, yeah.
yeah, two
Two interesting
uniques
disguises,
and
two life
two
kills.
yeah,
Cool.
exactly. So nice to see. You couldn't ask for a more fresh spin to see, and yeah, we're gonna see some really nice politician assistant grabs here. See Meekah getting that free pistol from the guard on the side as well. And we do see a lot of rips here. Some players takes them a couple of goes to get this. We'll see if any of
Yeah,
our players rip.
it's not trivial. I mean, if you haven't practiced it recently or something, it can just easily rip you.
Oh,
Definitely. Oh, and Mika the Trank.
the backpack. I
Ah,
think
that hurts.
I think it's a
Yeah,
brutal hitbox, and that was super unfortunate for Meekah.
might be. Oh, that hurts. And he used his first Trank on the guard here, so he didn't even have a second Trank to try. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I'm curious what Mika's other pistol slot is because they probably have the SMG of course for the kill
Oh
because you
yeah, yeah,
can't
yeah.
get a one for any of the guards. There is loud ones for eliminations, but you don't really want to do that.
I was also myself the same thing, but it makes a lot of sense, of course. But it does put him put him 35 seconds behind now, which can be quite crucial on such a on a map that's not very long.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
can be quite a setback. It's such a small rip at the start again for Meekah, but that can already be a problem. We're gonna pick up his Korma now. Is gonna clear out the basement, I assume, waiting for Janus to come down. It's not allowed as SMG elimination, so that should not be the problem. Can do it downstairs.
Yeah, very nice. Good use of the time waiting there for Janus, getting the clue and getting the cams dealt with. Yeah, Meekah going
Um,
upstairs doing gramophone, which I can't. I guess technically Moo is technically waiting for Janus, so Meekah could actually theoretically save a bit of time
yeah,
here.
the thing is, mm, Grandpa is nice, like especially if he's still upstairs. But now he's going downstairs and he doesn't have the clue yet. So Moo just uses time very effectively, and Meekah is gonna have to wait, and so it's gonna lose him even more time. Yeah, and that's the problem, of course,
Yeah,
because now Meekah, when at an in-game time point when Moo already got that kill, Meekah is just gonna have to wait for James to come in here, and yeah, that's gonna hurt him quite a bit even more.
yeah, I think you're right. It seems good on paper, but now that's in action, I would be a bit cautious of it. And this is gonna be a tough grab. I feel like for both players upcoming. This real estate broker can be scary. It looks like Moo's going for that bush floor.
Um, Yeah, the thing is, Moo definitely has a trank. I don't know if Mika smuggled another trank. If you have a trank, it's quite easy. As you can see, what Moo's doing here. You throw something, he responds. But he
Oh,
gets spotted by him. Oh, he was not. Oh, he was in an. He was seen pointing a gun at him. That is gonna set him back. I mean, it. Uh, I
wow.
mean, it does make sense. He was not behind him. That's for sure. But I didn't think he would spot him there. That hurts.
Yeah. Oh, this is looking scary for Mika, I won't lie.
He has to shoot a bit higher. Yeah, that works. Um, Probably got to KO this god. Uh, but yeah, Miko of course now looking very good. Um,
The only thing
yeah.
I'd be
Oh, that
somewhat worried about is they have to get real estate broker and get to Nolan quickly enough. They should be fine on time, but if this broker causes them a bit of trouble, like it did for Mill, and they can't get them straight away, they could miss the garage timing because Nolan is on the way to the phone call.
that is true. Yeah. Um, that is true.
It looks like Mika gets through the garden fine. Both players taking pretty much the same route as well, which is really nice. Let's see what grab we're going to get for Mika. Looks like we're going to get a Seeker, actually.
Ooh, that's interesting. I didn't think of. I mean, I wouldn't have expected that.
I'm pretty
That
sure
is
that
certainly.
dart just went in the
Oh,
box. Oh, no, it didn't. I thought
oh,
the
didn't. Okay.
server.
Oh, yeah. Just didn't react immediately. I mean, that's interesting. I definitely have not seen that before. Oh, and it didn't even work. He wanted to distract real estate
Wow.
broker now with that, but the radio was responded to still by the server. Um, that's hard coded or something. But I mean, that's a pretty good idea. If um, if we're just seeking the other two people and then KOing him here. I like that. He just has to please put off the radio, otherwise I assume the server will come back here at some point, but
Oh,
it might be just after. I mean, probably it's gonna be afterwards, but still, that's not, that's not. I don't like that.
yeah, it's just like a
I think he left
burning
it on.
ember in the background now that we gotta keep an eye on.
Yeah, that might be. I mean, that might be a problem. I mean, still have to get the clue. So like, I think he's still in here a minute. It might be okay, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't bank on it. I, I,
Yeah,
I wouldn't. It's probably gonna be fine, but it's a risk.
and also good point from Blunts. Technically, that server was latched onto it, so the server, the
And
minute they
also you
finish
have
getting
to,
sick,
yeah, but also you will like the server will have to go back and forth and then extra minutes. I think it should be fine.
yeah, hopefully these clues
Um,
don't cause much trouble then. Mika and also got a little bump here.
yeah, you
Perfect.
have to be careful not to do it on the stairs. Either do it before or after.
Oh,
Okay, he could have done it before, but I think it's perfectly correct. Just waiting it out, doing it afterwards. That's a safe way, and I think that's totally correct. Would have been quite close otherwise. We saw that prompt disappearing.
yeah. Good hesitation by Mika to not do it on the stairs because you can feel a bit pressured to hit it
Yeah.
quickly just before the step, but looking good
Yep.
now for Mika.
Moo
Just
now
two
with the
clues
grab.
left.
Yep, Moo now with the grab successfully. As we can see, he is here quite a bit earlier. IGT like nearly a whole minute than Mika. So it was it's very nice Vladimir Moo again, but it's just that one rip that failed grab. Uh, Definitely like very likely cost him the map here. Um, Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, super unfortunate with that Frank being aimed at him. Looks like Mika is going to get out, and we'll
Yep.
never know how long it takes for that guy to get found, if he ever does get found. But Mika's going to finally take their first map of this match.
Yeah. Did get fast enough. The server wasn't even going back. I think at that point. So very well done.
Yeah,
GG's. Making our closing up a bit, making our match a bit more exciting. 2-4. So yeah, everything is still in there for Mika now as well.
Yeah, I agree. And what spiral map we're going to yet till it gets updated, but
Yes.
I could put these players a refresh just to catch them up, just in case as well. But yeah, we will see. Looks like Moo is just waiting. We haven't got confirmation just yet, but maybe just making sure
They will
because
soon. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And you won't finish in time, but it's can't hurt to wait it out.
yeah, nice to
Yeah, I mean
see
that
in a
rip.
way. Meekah finally having their opponent make a mistake that gave the map to the other
Yeah,
person, which kind of
I mean,
happened to
yeah,
reverse.
definitely. Moo played perfectly, and I mean he played perfectly in New York. I think it was as fast as humanly possible. I think, uh, in Berlin, some slaughter, but in Berlin both played on a very good level. Both had some slowdowns, but no, like nothing major. And both got very like good times. And Meekah 2 times small mistakes cost him that, and then now Moo that one rip. I mean, the rip was a bit unfortunate, really. He was quite far away, but he was still, to be fair, he was still in the vision of the real estate broker. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it was to be. It could have happened. Yeah. I think did Fjord fall asleep? Is the
I
question.
just saw the ping from Fraud that they're just having difficulties with
Okay.
hit maps at the moment. It's a bit unresponsive,
Okay.
so
So not Frody fell asleep. Hitmap fell asleep. Unfortunate.
yeah, hopefully it gets updated for them. It would be a shame because we can't get the next spin until. But yeah, not much more to say than what you said. To be honest, Yanni, I agree with much everything you said, and it's been pretty back and forth so far between the two of them. And I'd love to see. We haven't technically had a clean run from both to go straight to the end together. See the strats head to head, but I think Mumbai might be that perfect recipe of the same starting location and the same ending location.
Definitely. Definitely.
And take a bit of prediction. Oh, it looks like Maps
Okay.
fixed
Uh,
itself.
I mean, I think it was just Frody Hitmap that was broken because I went on there and accepted Meekah and it worked. So,
Ah,
sorry Frody, but I I just did that. So it seems that seemed to work. So that's nice. Maybe try refreshing the site, I suppose. I like hard refreshing it.
but very nice. And I will get the Mumbai prediction up, which is the next map, as you can tell. And I'll put on 5, but I'll cut it off short if it arrives before then, which I assume it will.
I mean,
At least we got to see Moo finish out as well, and
true.
not
Finished
too
like
much
2 weeks
lost.
after.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
yeah, he did that lovely. I mean, the time was better, so it's fair to say that he probably would have won if he didn't have that rip, but he did. So I think it's very fair that Meekah got that map, and now I mean, I think on Mumbai anything can happen. I know, it can be quite a long map, and I think both players don't really like the map, so uh, it should be fun to watch at least.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. And I'm just making sure everything was still good before, but it seems like it was just um, a login issue. But and there we go. That's the time set as well. And like before, the stats are pretty close. The only difference is an extra loss for Meekah on Mumbai, which
One
just checking was against uh, Reaper Pidgey and Pidgey again.
for Meekah.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Um, Interesting. I mean, for Moon was against Shodi and against Blythe. So I think that's perfectly acceptable.
yeah. A lot of these
But
players, like you said, you can never take it for face value those numbers because they could have had the
yeah,
craziest lineup, or some people could have
yeah, yeah,
had theoretically the easiest lineup. But
And also, to be fair, like I love stats, right? I love thinking with stats. I love looking at the stats. I really do. But also, to be fair, we don't really have like for the very most players, we don't have enough stats to like to them for them to actually mean anything. um, I mean, yeah. So like, I mean, here we have 4 and 5 maps, right? It is quite a lot even for like, if you take like an average probably, because there are 19 maps that you can play for, so if you spread that out kind of, then you need to play a lot of matches to even get those 4 or 5 map played on one map. But and Moo played 3 RRs already, and Meekah played, I think, yeah, 5, it's 5th RR. So you can see even then, like it can be quite a while until you get some stats that are that can actually have some significance.
Yeah, for sure. I was about to say, I think probably yourself, Fro, and Ducker are the three that are probably getting their money's worth from the data
Yeah,
analysis.
that's true. That is true. I mean, I did look at my stat page and was like, yeah, I mean, not on all maps even, but on like on my most played maps, definitely now it's kind of representative. Like the maps I'm actually shit at, like I actually don't have a good win rate on, and the ones that I am good at, I start to really have a good win rate on. But it's you can always lose a good map and you can always win a bad map, depending on who you play against, and it matters way more who you play against than which map you're on most times. So you know, it averages out in the end, though. Just that you need a lot of matches for that.
Yeah, for sure. And hopefully over time we get a lot more data for all these players because we do have a lot of rookies coming in every RR. But here's our spin, and I believe I can't even tell whose turn it
It's
is.
yours.
Oh, it's mine.
Yes, it's
Lovely.
yours.
So we have Wazir Kale, the Maelstrom, Melee Kitchen Knife as the Tug, Vanya Shah Fire as the Bollywood crew, and Dawood Rangan Old Axe as the Queen's Bodyguard. So pretty interesting spin. Live kill. Probably going to be a live kill, depending on if our players are going to bring in that Molotov. And then we have Old Axe for Dawood, which you don't see too often.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I agree. We're not probably gonna see a Skywalk isolation. I mean, it is technically possible because the Suck Disguise is there, and Kitchen Knife is. I think the Kitchen Knife is a bit further away. Like the thing is, Mumbai is one map I'm really not knowledgeable on. I could not tell you the where the melee items are if you for my life. I have no idea.
Yeah, there's some really annoying ones. Yeah, like Folding Knife, for example. If you don't have that written down or you haven't seen a buff guy video in a while, you're going to be very
Okay.
surprised from him. But yeah,
Yeah.
Muka in very early,
Okay.
according to my refresh.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay, so Food Knife is in Kitchen Knife is in the food district. So and the Rangan Tower. So Skywalk Star is not viable. But
Yeah.
Suck Star does make sense on the hill, right?
Oh,
I can totally see that.
I hate these tugs in the city. You see Moo running past just there as well. And they're actually going up here to get some coins. Oh, of course, the coins for the fire barrel later for Vanya Shah, which is such an annoying kill to get dealt with.
That is smart. Yep. That makes sense. Gonna lure her there somehow. I mean, those guys are quite interesting in that Vanya has to be killed with someone from the tower, and Rangan has to be killed with someone from the train yard, right? So, the disguises, and Valia is just suck. That is not a difficulty, but still, I think that's always interesting.
Yeah, and it's so nice to see the variation at the beginning already. I feel like they're going to line up pretty soon because you do have to try get the Maelstrom, or at least Vanya Shah before Dawood, because it's going to be very difficult to deal with Dawood after the fact. Both players get the knife down, which was a bit easier for Meekah because they were in Tug Disguise. There they grab it, and yeah, Moo's still in their suit. But does have the coins for that fire kill, which I'm not sure if Meekah has an EMP or some idea of how they're gonna get the kill. Could do a pistol shot, but obviously it's a bit scary then.
Would definitely work. Would definitely work, but oh, sorry.
God damn.
It's gonna be a lot easier.
Moo going for this. I showed him this vault like 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
and it didn't work.
I mean, Moo is the type of guy to learn something and then apply it 5 minutes later in a match. Uh, just cause he, yeah, not cause like he like, plays risky or something. Just cause he's that good. You know, he doesn't need. It's lovely to see though.
I don't know who was planning on grabbing that tug, but maybe it just was helping to get up to the old axe quicker, which was thrown down by Mill.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess he was probably, but it just fell down. So you know.
There's the tug tranked. Meanwhile, Meekah is getting up pretty quickly as well. It's almost the same route. And they might get this Maelstrom kill soon.
Moo didn't have a lockpick. Moo didn't have a crowbar, and what do you call it left already. It's not the biggest problem. You can lure him around here, for example. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's even easier.
Wow, great timing
There you
there. Didn't even realize the Maelstrom was so close, but yeah, in terms of that, then I suppose. Oh, and Meekah.
Oh, Meekah gets ripped by the thug. Ah.
Super unfortunate there. I didn't catch if they shot it or they triggered it manually. But I feel like it was more likely they triggered it manually for an illegal action, right? I don't know if you get a whoosh extended illegal from a pistol shot like that.
I don't think so either. No, I mean if you do the shot, normally you also can like climb down immediately if you like if you shoot from there.
Yeah.
I mean that sucks.
Yeah, we see this time and time again. Each player either gets a rip like a third or halfway through their spin, and then the other player get pretty far. So Meekah doesn't know it yet, but they can pretty much hope for a rip from Moo. Otherwise, it's gonna be really tough to catch up 4 minutes as we see some variation.
I mean I'm pretty sure Meekah knows that, but there's nothing he can do about it. So not like he can catch up 4 minutes in game. It's very unlikely. So he really has to hope for that. I mean, yeah, we have only seen so far one side make a mistake really on all the maps so far.
Oh, that body.
Doesn't mean, yeah. Of course, it doesn't mean that Moo will go through this without a mistake. But it is certainly, quite likely that he does. So, yeah, gonna be quite interesting.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really tough second half, to be quite honest. This Bollywood crew, once they get that, they still gotta get the fire kill, which, besides the melee kitchen knife tug, which both players seem to have down pretty much, I feel like it's gonna be a really bumpy one for them because it's like 3 people following Vanya, and there's a guy who patrols back and forth and can see coins, and fire kills are just messy. So we'll have to see what works out.
Yeah. Definitely true. Can be. Moo's now gonna get the Bollywood crew though, which makes a lot of sense. I assume then he's gonna go for the brick lure and gonna, with no problem kill Vanya, then Dawood. But of course, you also have to remember that you need the Queen's bodyguard disguise for Vanya, and if you do the fire kill and don't knock the guards out, then and you don't have.
Oh, look at this from Meekah. Remote fire kill.
I like this. That's very nice.
Love to see that.
The inventory, there's no inventory restrictions here on the spin, so it allows for it. And so I like it, just because, for the reason I just wanted to explain, that you also need a Queen's bodyguard. If you do the live fire kill without knocking anyone out, then you also have to get that disguise, which you normally get for free.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, look at this. Everybody is down here. I wonder if that's somewhat related to triggering the convo on the stairs going up earlier from Moo. Because I don't see 2 people here very often.
Yeah. That's... Yeah, you're right. That's a tailor, though. That's the tailor.
Wait, it's the tailor? What?
It's a tailor, yes. It is a tailor.
Oh, because they triggered the convo. We saw that earlier with Tinor and another player.
Yeah. And he walks around. Yes, true. I mean, that is nothing expected here, but I mean, makes sense. Yeah, he went for the coin, so he triggered trailer, and now Taylor's here. Quite a fun. I mean, timing was pretty okay because could just knock him out.
Oh
but no,
rips.
He was not fast enough of getting that on, and now he got spotted.
Oh
my, Moo, that hurts.
That does hurt.
So well.
Wow. Yeah, you don't see that very often. That sort of rip. I wouldn't even consider the possibility of it. Ooh.
I did not either. Oh my god. I mean, that makes sense, but also the fucker there was quite a bit on the lower level. I think, I'm not sure why he was there, but oh my god, that is just That hurts. That really hurts.
That does really hurt,
Ow.
yeah. I can feel the pain of
Yeah,
that one because it's something I would have done personally. I couldn't have had the
yeah,
foresight.
yeah. I mean, you always want to check around and like check your surroundings, but it's not always that easy. Um, yeah. Now Mika getting the snare isolation. Nicely done. Um, Knocked everyone out. Now just needs to get Dawood here, and it's looking all very good. He will get his first kill down with the old axe. Has already set up the Vanya kill, so he will just need to exit with that body with Crew Disguise, which I assume he'll get now.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. How? Because of course the maelstrom is still up, and I don't know if Mika shot the flag early.
So,
Maybe they're gonna go for a peekaboo or something. But how long does the
so, he,
maelstrom stay there?
so Mika did not shoot the flag himself, but he did start Thug, and doesn't the flag auto trigger from Thug start?
Yeah, I'm not even sure myself. Someone in chat will definitely verify that, but I won't
I'm
be
not remember,
surprised.
I'm pretty sure that it does auto trigger. So and then Maelstrom is definitely already there, and that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a big problem for
But
Mika.
I think so. So like, I'm not that confident. I'm pretty sure that's true. So I think it's just like if Mika doesn't have a good plan for this, then it's gonna be a problem for him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised with his kitchen knife, perhaps in the cafeteria.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
one I haven't
He's
seen in
gonna
a
go for the
while.
kitchen knife. There's only two kitchen knives on the map. This is the one, and the other one is in the slums somewhere. So makes sense.
Oh my god, Mika.
Ooh, my God, that was yeah, quite close, but totally viable.
Yeah,
Nothing to
they
say
got away
against
with
that.
it. So it's 100%.
Yep, totally. I
Uh,
will just always also try that. But yeah, I mean, this is really gonna be the case in point here for Mika, where his run will stand or fall with how he will get the Maelstrom.
yeah, I'm really excited and curious to see this Maelstrom approach because it's not very often. We're so used to the Skywalk or getting them the minute they sit down for consumed with a peekaboo, but I couldn't even tell you where he'd be if the flag raised by now.
I mean, yeah, I just probably finished the conversation by now, and probably maybe he's just gonna head down to the beach house soon-ish. I know that around like 8-9 minutes he's supposed to be there. If I like, I'm just like I've never really got intense with Mumbai, so I just read some things randomly in some Discord chats, but I mean, maybe we're just both wrong. The flag doesn't auto race, but I don't know.
Yeah, the one time chat is quiet. I'm dying for
Yeah,
someone to just
you know,
backseat
they
me.
always backseat, but now when I would need a backseat because I have no idea, then we don't get help. Um, yeah, gonna be interesting. Where
And yeah, I was about to say, joke. I don't think it's gonna be a long drag. There's a Molotov and a preacher next to Vanya.
there's a Molotov there. Exactly,
That
and
would
he
be a big
left.
oversight.
Yeah, he left the Bollywood crew there. Which makes sense. It doesn't look like the flag actually auto raced. Damn. Okay. I was wrong then. I was, I wasn't sure. I was quite certain, but not certain. Oh please. Oh yeah, it's legal of course now. In that disguise. Now you don't climb down. Yeah, there we go. Now please don't rip there. There we go.
Yeah, now just one kill technically
Interesting.
left for Mika. This is the pivotal one. Can still have a little bit go wrong. There's a couple of people here.
But yeah, interesting that I remembered that wrong. I was quite certain, but that's how it is. And of course now it's looking very good for Mika.
Yeah, super nice for Mika right now. And being safe with that tug in the foliage. And yeah, just a bit of wait for Maelstrom now. Hopefully he didn't get the.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like now Fanium and Buffguy are saying that it would result in an auto flag race, which is what I thought as well. But Mika did start fuck and it didn't auto race. So
Huh.
it's interesting. I don't know if if we're all just wrong, or if Mika has a special copy, or if he just uh
Oh.
avoided that. Oh no! Oh no! Rima also saw the bodies from Moo. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's setting it even more in stone for Mika here now. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I think the Queen's cards weren't tucked away fully for Moo there. And unluckily, yeah, Rima barely caught a glance of it.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, most likely Meekah will finish in like the next minute anyway,
Yeah,
so it
exactly.
probably does not matter at this point. Um, but yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go, flag race, and now he just needs to bank it to the to the skies, and then to an exit. I don't know if he has coins. Maybe he picked up the coins from the food vendor in the base. Maybe not. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that food
If not,
vent
then
or
he.
that Molotov will explode as a loud one, so that one won't even be
Yep.
viable, I don't think.
Oh yeah, right. You are absolutely correct, of course. So yeah, you just need to bank it to the boat, and then it'll be fine. So looks like a very well. I mean, it's very well done by Meekah. Moo with his rips, just yeah, that cost him.
Yeah. Super unlucky rips, as we've seen throughout the whole match so far. And yeah, Mika pretty much running to the exit now. Barely sub 10. Just still really good for a spin with these difficult kills. There it
Yeah,
is.
definitely totally fine. GG's. Very well done.
Yeah, super nice by Mika there. And yeah, just like I said, would have been fun to see both of them line up. But again, one player just getting the bad roll of the dice. And yeah, no jinx, luckily for him. With the preemptive GG, but looked pretty good there for Mika, which is nice. And I'll pay up the prediction.
Awesome. Now we have. I mean, as a spectator, that's exactly what we want. We now have the 4-4 deciding map. Yeah. I do notice my voice starting to break a little. I'll get some water real quick. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no worries at all. Like a break is deserved, and yeah, we're moving to Chong very soon. Lovely map, one of the most stunning maps. I think a lot of people can agree, but they're not going to agree because I said that now. Yeah, very interesting map, and can be a quick one, can be a long one depending on the disguises. Board member, of course, and a couple of annoying items like cleaver, kitchen knife, scissors. Chong mid. Yeah, I'll pay Meekah. Now we got verification. We're getting Chong at 15 past the hour.
Better. Yeah, awesome. Um, gonna be very exciting fifth map. I like seeing watching Chongqing. It's very nice, especially the cider. It's you know, so many different spins, so many different options. What can happen? So, really excited for that.
Oh, the spin came a bit preemptively, but hopefully the players realise that. It's probably just
I assume they will. It's gonna be a quick respin.
didn't look like the worst spin, but yeah, we have the correct spin coming in 2 minutes. Oh yeah, and people verifying that whole tug auto raise. I would have thought that as well.
I mean, the thing is, I'm so certain, like 95%, that I mean, I didn't play Mumbai that often, granted, but I did suck a few times, and it like 3 times, and it always auto race. So either we are all stupid,
Huh.
and like all misremember, or they change it at some point, probably involuntarily, but still.
Yeah, that makes me think. Maybe
So that's
there's like a
interesting.
proxy or something, a potential proxy for auto.
Maybe,
It'd be
honestly,
crazy.
maybe it depends on what you do. Maybe if you just like bank it down and then it auto race or doesn't auto race, and maybe you have to recreate what Meekah did, or if you do something else, it does. So that'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
that's pretty good as well. Mandela effect just dropped.
That would be funny. I mean, uh, you could, we could, if it's actually like, if it's a conspiracy, we can just skim through the old
Yeah,
R matches. I'm sure we'll. I mean, I'm
definitely.
pretty sure actually I did that once in a match, so I could just. I will check my own matches first, but we could. If we check all my matches, I'm pretty sure we'll find some with a suck at some point where we could confirm that.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, worth noting as well the recce by Joker. RR10. Of course, a lot of recce set this RR10. Probably at like 4 or 5 at this point. It's pretty nice if we are. I'd say 4 would be my guesstimate at least.
Yeah.
I could check quickly. Why not? Still have another minute left. Ooh, let me see. We have. I cannot read for the life of me. 3, I want to say. What I can count.
Looking for.
Yeah, probably 4. I can't find it for the life of me, but yeah. Potentially a 5th if we get Joker's one broken again. If you count this 2 for breaking it twice. But yeah, I'm really excited for the spin. There's some really cool stuff that we could see, especially for Hush. See some satellites and falling object. Who knows? And I believe
no.
it's your turn this time?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, most likely the last map. I mean, could always have a photo finish tie.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, let's see. Spin is here. We have Hush Fiberwire as perfect test subject and Imogen Royce melee kitchen knife as the homeless person. Okay, so very straightforward Hush kill. Block disguise, weapon you bring in, you know, quite straightforward. And then homeless person, I think, always makes for the most interesting chunking spins. I think all other disguises, at least for me when I'm playing, all other disguises are quite easy, but homeless person I quite struggle with. I mean, what Moo does, of course, makes a lot of sense as isolation. And they're both.
Oh my god.
I love
what is that?
I love to see. That's amazing. Moo did always shoot from there, so Moo will get this isolation quicker.
Yeah.
First climb down, then shot. But still, that was nice to see.
Oh, and that early brick as well from Meekah scares me, but I feel like it was safe that Researcher wasn't looking. But yeah, this is very close right now. Moo had a bit of hesitation to take the disguise, but Meekah had a faster KO coming at the door, so again, they've gone a little bit closer.
So yeah, Moo did like this lead from Moo shooting earlier. It's still like 5 seconds, but you know, it kind of ties the match. But it's a long, it's a quite a bit of longer map. So most likely it's not gonna be the deciding factor. But we'll see. You never know.
There's a kitchen knife as well, which Team Meekah not actually go for, so they're gonna have to take a bit of a detour coming down. Although they're getting through that door quicker.
Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I didn't actually think of the kitchen knife already going at, but makes sense to do that first. Meekah's not gonna go snail on these two. That's interesting.
Yeah, either for the perfect test subject grab or to get the kitchen knife.
So okay, you just wanted to block guard disguise. To get perfect test subject. I mean, the problem with this is just that they both got the homeless person and now have Hush at a quite inconvenient timing.
Yeah. This is really tough for both players.
Moo did the peekaboo. If I'm not, or did he? No, he didn't. Oh, okay. Didn't know what I was seeing, but doesn't have the test subject. And Meekah and Moo now both have the same problem.
Yeah.
Because they didn't win straight. If they went straight up, they would have, of course, already had the Hush kill. But of course, like from a speed perspective, it makes perfect sense that
It does.
you can still get Hush, that you get the homeless guys first. But since you can't, that might cost them both quite a lot of time here.
Oh, and looks like Moo's gonna bite the bullet and actually go for that restart. They were hoping for that peekaboo, but it was just a little too late.
I don't think that was necessary. I mean, did he just reset voluntarily?
Then I think yeah, it was a voluntary restart because Hush was on the opposite side of the room.
But I think that's kind of a mistake because the 3-minute mark is coming up quite soon, and that's got a really good opportunity to kill Hush as well. So I think that's kind of a mistake. Oh, but Meekah's also too late. Wait, Hush went too early. Wait, Hush went earlier than 3 minutes. What happened here?
Oh wow, maybe they proxied something or they ended like a video call too quickly.
Yeah.
They're just leaving.
I mean, whoa. I'm confused. What's happening here?
Actually, no clue. I think Meekah just was so late. They're like, screw it, I'm gonna go do one.
I mean, it makes sense that Meekah would say, okay, Hush, 3 minutes, I have time to go for the kitchen knife, but Hush didn't go at 3 minutes, he went earlier. That's so insane, because I have not seen that before, definitely. Wow. I mean, that's interesting.
And it looks like the restart for Moo It's hard to say right now because of that detour from Meekah with the early hush, which was crazy. They do get the first kill of the match.
I mean, yeah, I'm still of the opinion that it wouldn't have paid off if you just gone for 3 minutes hush.
Yeah,
You
I
would
do
have caught
agree.
3 minute hush.
I wouldn't even have thought of that. So you'd
But of
definitely
course
be
now,
finishing.
yeah, but of course now Moo is not running against that. He's running against Meekah, who has to go for Imogen first.
Yeah, this
So
is
that's quite interesting,
scary.
really. I mean, this
There
should
is
be
the.
totally fine.
Oh, I can't
It
even
should be.
imagine what this feels like the maelstrom all over again. The late maelstrom. Meekah going up to hush at
Yeah.
5 minutes, possibly. I couldn't put
Yeah.
a penny on where he's going to be.
I have no idea. I legit have no idea. But that's the thing you find out in matches, because then, you know, if you have nerves, and that's what happens then. Moo, of course, now with how it should be run in the match. So yeah, very well done by Muna. I think that's optimal. How you should, yeah, how you should do it in the match. But of course, he had that restart, 2 minute restart. So never know what's gonna happen. And yeah, I mean, Meekah does have that perfect texture, of course, up there, and
Oh my god.
just depend.
Just a wall hack from Moo in the most
Oh,
solid
what
wall I've ever seen.
happened?
I think the body glitched through the
I didn't
ground.
see. I didn't see which body was like. What
The
happened to him?
homeless guy was
I
in the
didn't see.
corner, completely obscured, and the body clipped through the wall
Oh
as he was changing.
God,
Yeah,
that is very unfortunate.
that's the worst way to get a rip in any map. Is the game taking it from you rather than a mechanic
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I do think that Moo had the advantage here, just because Meekah is gonna have a lot of trouble with Hush here.
Yeah, that was super unfortunate. Mika's looking to clear out, I think, everybody in this room, which is a big task. Oh, and luckily those two people were snailed for Meekah because that
Yeah,
was
I think it was
momentary.
planned. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Meekah would have had a lot more trouble with this. So I think Moo would have had it, but that is very unfortunate. As I said, I didn't see it, but you know, it's never nice if it's a wall hack. You don't like to see that, really.
Oh, and Mogwai is not reacting to any distractions right now. Mika's really committed to getting Hush out of this chair. It's going to be a long wait, especially since they're proxying this convo.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be. I mean, that if you don't know what to do, I mean, it makes sense to clear out the room, really. Um, I can see that being. Ooh, that was close. He nearly hit Hush, I think. But if he now kills the person on the chair, I think she should be fine.
They don't have the disguise yet, though. So they're going to have to keep Hush
Right.
standing. Leg
But he now
shots.
going to go on lockdown. Oh, that is the problem. And now, does he have a pistol? Yeah, we'll have to leg shot him here. Oh
Oh,
my. Oh, that is. But this guy is here, right? This guy is somewhere. Where is the disguise? Is the question. There's the disguise. But no, Hush is already gone. No, that's gonna. Oh, that's gonna cost Meekah, I think.
that's
Gonna
too
cost him.
fast, yeah.
He could have leg shot him He didn't leg shot him a second time, but he could have.
Oh my.
Oh
They could
no.
wait this out, though, because the information might not
They
transfer.
could. Yeah. They could. I mean, they have to be. They will have to. But now Moo's catching up again. Oh my. This is exciting.
Oh my god, they're really trying to give us the box office experience right now with all of this. And yeah, this is really nice to see. I agree, Blunts. You don't see this kind of chaos very often in horror because they're so goddamn polished. They're such amazing players.
Especially from those two. Like, I mean, that's the thing. It can happen with like less experienced players. You know, sometimes can happen. But like, I love seeing very well experienced players like that are playing very well, just having this kind of a screw up because it makes for, you know, then they have to improvise and it makes for like, because they're so good, it's such good gameplay and you never know what they come up with, and it's just awesome to see. But of course, it's horrible for the players.
Oh, and here we go. Hush is on the move for Meekah. Oh my god. And Moo has a drone shot. He's on the way down to Imogen. This is going to be a photo finish, I believe. It's hard to see what exit Meekah's going to go for. Probably bike.
Yeah, it has to be bike, I think. But Imogen isn't here yet, I think. So it's certainly going to be close. But Meekah has the kill. And it's gonna be fine here, and then he has to got the green guns back.
But I think Moo's gonna have
my days.
Imogen perfectly at the dongle exit because of that perfect drone shot timing.
Oh, it's gonna be so close.
And Moo has those restarts.
For the main exit. Oh, it's so close. Oh my, that is exciting stuff. That is so exciting stuff.
Oh my god, and that
Moo
whoosh.
got spotted. If it would have been a frontal KO, he would have lost it. He would have lost
Oh
because the guard would have turned
my
out.
god.
But
And the
Meekah's gonna
clutch
Moo's
kill.
gonna finish first.
Oh my
He is
god.
actually gonna finish
And the
first
5
after 2
stars.
restarts.
Oh.
And I mean, it's looking good for Moo, really. Moo had 2 restarts, he had 3 loads, and Meekah only had 1 and he finished earlier, so yeah, Moo very likely has this.
Oh my god, I'm actually lost for words. I've never been so invested in a Chong spin before. Absolutely amazing.
He took the risk, but he took the risk with the guard distract. If that would have not worked, like I can remember my last match in Paris where that did not work. And that was, oh my god, so close. He just got behind Imogen and got that silent kill. That was so close. And then those 2 restarts. And then at the end, the third time, he did have the route down, just did it. And Meekah had so many troubles with that. He had touched at the wrong timing. He waited out, then went into lockdown, and nothing went really right for him. And then at the end, Meekah just had so many issues and moved to restart, and it evened out in the end. And it was so close. It was just an amazing map to see.
Wow. They literally gave us the most exciting tiebreaker we could have asked for. And yeah, both players conferring in RR10 chat, Moo realizing he had 2 to 3 rips and Meekah had 0. Oh, and yeah, Moo and Meekah already coming to the terms with Moo probably has this. 3 restarts, Meekah with none, 8 minutes IGT, so as you saw earlier, Meekah doesn't have crazy bad loads, so pretty much guaranteed, but yeah. Oh my god. Never been so big at the end of a Chong and so invested for both players there. So
that was an amazing Chong.
Yeah, so like major props to Meekah for playing that out, because that was absolutely so entertaining.
I didn't quite think that that restart strategy for Moo would pay off, really. I mean, in the end he did, because he had such a fast run after polishing it a bit. But I mean, I didn't expect Meekah to have that trouble with Hush and stuff. So, that was an insane experience.
Yeah, wow.
And yeah, then as well with Hush, right? Either second deck shot or something, and then he would have had it as well. So many, and of course then the wall hack. So both players could have easily had it on this map. It was just those very, very tiny things.
Yeah, so many little things, as Chav's even pointing out. Just even the wall hack not happening on Moo would have made that so much less tense near the ending. But yeah, well, honestly, just lost for words. And yeah, we'll wait for the verification from Fro, and there it is.
Yep.
We have a winner as expected. Moo with the longer loading times. I'm guessing the matchup is going to say, yeah, no need to calculate others, because Moo's first load was 3 seconds, or Meekah's even. Yeah, honestly, I don't even have any words to summarize it better than we did a minute ago, but just GG's to both players, really. They both played absolutely amazingly. And
absolutely was awesome to see.
I had a prediction, if anybody could have even began to predict that. Kind of a match. And yeah, Moo's going to move on to round 6. Meekah's not out, of course, because it was a winner's bracket. And we'll check that in just a moment. Hopefully, throat is all good. Okay, let's see what we got for the bracket. Alrighty, so we see Moo going to the semi-finals. He's going to be facing the winner of Danny and Fanium, 2 amazing players. And that's going to be another amazing match. If this one was good, that one's going to be equal contender without a doubt. We can check where Meekah's going to be going and who they're going to be going against even. But they move down. They have a bit of waiting to do. They are going to be facing either I Like Hitman, Script, or TK47. So we do need that I Like Hitman Script game to be played. And the winner of that is against TK, and the winner of that is against Meekah, who still has a chance to get up against Moo in the future. Because Moo will either end up in that final or move down to play the losers bracket final, as I think they call it.
Yep.
But yeah, we can check upcoming as well. Unless you have anything to add yourself before I share the upcoming matches.
Not really. As you said, glad that was a winner's bracket match because both players played so well. Would have been a shame to lose one of them. And yeah, now we only have such like a few like little selection of players left in the tournament. If I can count right, yeah, 10 players left. And with nearly every match, we're gonna lose a player now. So it's gonna whittle down very fast now.
Yeah, I'm really excited for all of these matches upcoming. So many good ones. Joker and Reaper, Buffka still in it, TK, Script Alakam and Meekah. Yeah, there's just so many good people. And of course our Danny Buddha, our reigning champion, I believe. It's going to be really good to see, and we can check the upcoming matches as well. And it ain't as busy as it used to be, but you have two. Joker and Reaper, I believe, got rescheduled today to tomorrow. So we're going to have Dartmoor and Haven.
Exactly, yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Finally get to see Joker in his homeland.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. We finally get that opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's become a pretty popular ban against Mr. Dartmoor enthusiast, but finally we get to see him. And yeah, Danny and Fanium, Miami and Mumbai. Two great maps as well. That's happening on Sunday, the day after. Later in the evening, 9 CET. And I didn't say it, but Joker's game is tomorrow. And Reaper, of course, tomorrow at 5 CET. Which I'm excited for. And yeah, I think we've said our full dictionary of everything we wanted to say.
Yeah, pretty much so.
So yeah, just thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you soon for the Joker one. Thank you as well, Froat, for adminning and the photo finishes. And everybody in chat just being amazing. We will check if any fellow Hitmanners are online. Probably have a Mendy or a Froat, right? Maybe not Froat, of course. Looks like we have a Mendy. So we'll head over to him. But yeah, thanks everybody again, and thank you as well, Yanni, for joining me as co-cast. It's always nice to have somebody to talk to.
Thanks so much for inviting me. It was very much fun. I wouldn't have wanted to miss this match for anything.
Oh, glad to hear. Definitely get a few more in the future. But yeah, we'll catch you soon. We're going to head on over to Mendy Teen, who's playing some Freelancer. Go and try some calm down footage of Hitman, I hope. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.